What's up, Belz fam? So today we're gonna be doing Tower Guide episode 6. Pretty excited to get this episode, man. Last episode was pretty crazy. Probably the best episode so far, I would say.
Think?
Probably debatable.
Actually, it was a really good episode.
You're right. All episodes of Tower Guide have been great.
I don't know if I can say it was
the best one so far.
Yeah. I don't know. I would really have to think about it. I can't just like say it off the top of my head. Like that was the best episode.
So far, I think it was the best episode, but I might be wrong. I will say it's the best episode for me. But last episode we saw Baam. He was like in a kind of a coma. So like he's still sleeping, whatever. He hasn't woken up yet. And the main thing we saw is Rachel coming in and basically telling Kun to basically do her a favor, right? So we'll definitely see what happens.
For request, and then we also saw the other irregular Mazzino, I believe his name is.
Right, the one with the wings,
tattoo.
The wings in the back. Yeah,
he has like a tattoo in the back. So the only irregular that we know of is Baam. So he's the second one. And wait, I also screenshotted like 2 comments.
Okay.
Because we got a couple things wrong last episode.
Okay.
So someone said you dug too deep into it. When Black March said he lost control, she meant that he literally just became blinded by anger at the fact that Rachel got hit.
Oh, because I insinuated maybe the former Baam, the Baam that actually remembers.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's interesting.
So
but I don't see like as digging into it. What if that's really
maybe
who
that
Baam
wasn't
was
the right
in the past?
like maybe they didn't like.
I see what they're saying.
Yeah, but I get you. Like I don't think we dug
too deep
into, because even like I rewatched the episode today and I was like, oh, I don't think we dug too deep.
Right.
It's just like that's what the anime made it seem like.
Correct. Yeah. You never know, because Baam might have been like some kind of cold dude in the past, like somebody that's just crazy.
Which
so
we still don't know his
yeah,
past.
we don't know yet, so we'll see.
And then someone else was talking about the Shinsu. How, because you know how his Shinsu is gold.
You mean blue? Shinsu's blue. You mean his Shinsu was gold?
Yeah, his Shinsu is gold.
Was red, gold, whatever. I think people were saying that it was gold,
yeah,
not
it's
red.
Gold. Yeah,
okay.
that's because I think we said yellow or something like that.
Or
it was red. I don't know.
Yeah.
We said like a different color, but it's gold.
Okay.
But this person said that Shinsu necessarily doesn't have to be blue. It's just, it could be different elements.
Okay, that's interesting.
So like earth, wind, fire.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
that's interesting.
Let me read exactly what they said. Shinsu is like everything in the tower. It doesn't necessarily have to be blue, like water. Fire, wind, lightning can also be forms of Shinsu. It's the essence of life.
Interesting.
So,
okay.
And then the last thing is just like the ranks, like the administrator. I'm not gonna read it because it's a really long comment.
Yeah, you did say something about administrator, because you were saying
that the administrator is a ranker and the ranker is administrator. But
it seems like the administrator is the top person and the ranker is below the administrator.
So long story short, administrator is like the guardian of the floor. It's like Keaton.
Like that. Keaton is an administrator.
Yeah, an administrator. So
I thought Keaton is just the guardian of the door. Like
they're the guardian of that specific floor.
Oh.
And then the floor ruler is someone hired by the guardian.
Okay.
And then the test director is kind of like they're in second in command. So they are in charge of. Okay, so this person said floor 2 is Yuhan. And then we also saw Ivankel.
Who the hell are these people?
Yeah, we saw last episode. They're the test directors.
The test directors.
Yeah, so there's different.
I thought we know about little whatever little.
No, but little is a test administrator.
Okay.
Yeah, not the test director. The test director, we were told last episode about Ivankel or something. Sorry if I'm butchering the name.
Did we?
Episode 5. Yeah, because I rewatched it too.
Okay. Did they show their face? Is that like the black dude? Was it the black dude? There was a black dude that was in charge of.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Rachel's group test, and then they went to the administrator.
I don't know if we actually seen him, but they were mentioning him in the episode.
Interesting.
Yeah, okay. But anyways, because I was a little confused about the administrator and the ranker, and then this person like broke down like, okay, administrator is this, ranker is this, test director, blah, blah, blah.
All right, cool. Guys, if you guys are new here, definitely consider subscribe. We do the Tower Guide reactions every week, and we also have the full reaction on Patreon if you guys want to check that out, as well as other reactions we're doing right now. Link to that's in the description below, right, guys? With that being said, let's go ahead and jump in. Let's go and check it out. Let's go. All right, guys, here we go. Baam, try imagining it. Who's this? Rachel and Baam?
Yeah.
Boulders.
Oh, this is when Baam was in the cave, so there's boulders.
This is a backstory. Yeah, he's gonna wake up and Rachel's not gonna be there anymore. Oh. Yo, okay, cool.
Like, tell us.
Yo.
I'm excited.
Don't tell Bam about me. Oh, wow, okay. Oh.
Pause it. That's true. I kind of agree with that because you remember last episode when Bam went to save Rachel, he's like, well, like, what's the point of fighting if Rachel's right here?
Right. But I get that with Bam though, because Bam doesn't care about none of these games, these crown games.
Yeah, he just cares about
Bam
her.
only cares about Rachel. So when he knew that was Rachel, he's like, man, forget all this crown game stuff. I'm going for what I came here for.
That's true.
So it makes sense for Bam, but for Rachel, why would Rachel's interesting because her saying that kind of contradicts her a little bit, right? Because she left Bam in the beginning. You've already left.
Him.
You've already abandoned. So just because Bam is there, Bam is your weakness. If Bam is that important and that, like, she feels that strongly for him, and that he's her weakness when she's like in the middle of fighting or whatever, bruh, like, why did you leave? You know what I'm saying? So like, it's like, so Rachel's interesting. Rachel said there's something. Obviously, she has a lot of mystery to her.
Yeah.
So we probably don't know the full story about her.
I think she really wanted to pursue the stars.
That's the thing. She does really want to pursue the stars, but I feel like she's kind of conflicted because Bam. I think when Bam's there, it conflicts her. It conflicts what she wants to do. But then again, she left Bam in the first place. So, I don't know. I don't know what. Rachel's a very interesting character. I don't know how to gauge her. I'm not sure what her intentions really are. Yeah. Right. So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I can't like.
She has a lot of mystery
like
for sure.
She's like a hard person to read.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So,
yeah, for sure. But let's keep going.
What?
You mean you, not both of you?
Because wasn't that his sister?
Right. Like that's
the
what.
Princess.
Why was he thinking about his sister at this time? Does Rachel remind him of his sister?
Maybe. Right. He's totally worried
he's
about
definitely
Bam.
worried.
That's interesting because it didn't speak to Princess Yuri either.
Right. Only a handsome one.
Bam. Oh, that's the girl that was with Rachel.
Yeah, with Rachel. Oh, interesting. You'll wind up dead.
She keeps on calling her an impostor.
Right. So it's like Anaak not a princess of a jihad? Because that's what she's basically inferring.
Yeah, because it's the second time she had called her that.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Oh, the role you take during battles. Interesting. Okay. Fisherman. Oh, that's what didn't they just say Yuri's a fisherman?
Yeah,
that's what they were
They
just saying. So,
that.
okay, so we're learning about these positions.
So
they fight close quarters
at the heart of the battle. Oh,
okay.
So Yuki must. Okay.
Interesting. So she's good at close combat. Spear bearer. Oh, from a distance. That's more like Anaak. Assist the fisherman. So like Kun. The wave control. Oh, those are the Shensu people. Okay, damn, interesting. Oh, very interesting.
Oh, so that's why he's in that position.
Your training starts tomorrow.
Dang, he is lucky.
Wow. So
how do you pause it? How do you feel about how do you feel
I don't,
Kun not telling Bam the truth?
I'm not completely against it. Because the thing is, Kun is very skeptical of Rachel. Even before when Bam was explaining Rachel to him and everything, Kun was like, okay, and he obviously realizes that Bam doesn't know anything from anything. So I think Kun in some ways is trying to protect him, because remember he said he wants to protect those eyes. Because remember Kun got betrayed by his sister and everything, so Kun probably feels like Bam is in somewhat of a similar situation where he's being very blinded and very vulnerable and blinded. So I feel like he kind of wants to protect them and have them forget about Rachel. So, but we'll see how this goes. But it's interesting. But let's keep going. See, look.
Yeah, you saw it. Rock was kind of like, what?
Rock was like, yeah, this dude's lying. Oh. Where's mine?
Wow. Ooh.
Yo.
Look at my Bam Bam.
Bam looking clean. Yo, let's go. Can I not be with you? Okay.
And Rachel's going through it
Exactly.
as well.
She seems conflicted. Like, she's very conflicted, but she decided to leave either way. So.
She wants to.
Oh, he was gonna go in there. Are you that desperate to see the stars? You see, I was right.
Yeah.
You see, he doesn't want.
I'll lie as many times.
You see, he doesn't want what happened to him to happen to
Ooh,
Bam.
Damn. So look.
See?
It looks like he's gonna be lying to
But
Bam a lot.
But this is very interesting though, because Kun, obviously we know why Kun is doing what he's doing, but Bam doesn't believe Kun. You noticed that, right?
Well, he went.
No, because if he believed Kun, he wouldn't have went to go check if that was Rachel. So that means Bam is like
skeptical.
I know you probably like, because he knows what he saw, right? Because remember, he saw Rachel's face.
Yeah.
So Bam, there's 100% Bam knows that was Rachel, because the way he reacted and everything, he knows that Kun is probably lying to him. And he went there. He's like, "Are you this desperate to see the stars?" So I think Bam is like, you know what? It is what it is. Forget it. He's probably going to end up slowly,
getting back to, you know what?
Not getting back to what he used to be, but kind of letting Rachel go. He's probably gonna slowly try to let Rachel go, because that's what that looks like to me.
That's interesting, but I do think that you're right with Bam maybe not believing Kun just because he did
go to check for Rachel.
Yeah.
Why would you do that if you believed him?
Exactly. So maybe he's kind of like he has maybe like a gut feeling that Kun is lying to him, but he's not maybe 100% sure about it.
Right. But let's keep going. Your only option to get stronger. Oh, she'll want to climb the tower with you. That's interesting. Wait, so basically that's another option.
Yeah, because he's saying like, what if it is Rachel? That's what he said. That means she doesn't want to see you.
Yeah. Okay, let's watch from here again. Suppose she is the girl you're looking for, right? She doesn't want to see you, right? But that means that makes sense.
She wants to. So maybe Rachel is like. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Maybe Rachel thinks that Bam is weak and that he would do absolutely anything for her, which that is the case. So maybe if Bam does get stronger, it would be different. Maybe they would be able to work together to get to the top.
Right.
But what were you gonna say?
Let's keep watching. I'm gonna, because let's watch a little bit, and then I'm gonna talk about it in a bit.
That's what they were talking about last episode, about the contract
with
stuff.
the administrator, right? The rest of you haven't formed a contract yet. Whoa, what the hell is that? Yo!
Ooh, this is an animal. It's like a reptile.
Damn, but remember this. It's a shackle, not a contract. Oh, for you it's not a contract, it's a shackle. And basically probably like kind of sealing his power a little bit. Like shackles, right? They're like chains.
Yeah.
So that means probably because Bam is so strong.
Because last episode they were talking about contracts.
Right. What? Because people that you sent you have to form a contract. She's
That's
the girl she hurt, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he hurt. He's trying to the weak.
Now, everyone really thinks Bam is weak.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't
he's
see
like,
it. Hold up, what the heck's wrong with him?
He was probably putting a front.
Yeah, because he's weak too.
He was damn tired from signing the
Right.
contract.
And like Bam is
Yeah.
just chilling.
Let's go, Rocky Rack. What was that?
Damn, okay. Oh, the guy that's with
other
Rachel,
guy.
right?
Yes. We haven't seen him yet.
Oh, so he's probably training even more. Rack went to train because of what happened with that other guy.
It's supposed to be like raccoon.
Yeah, but hold
They're all
up.
walking away.
Right, because she sees Bam. Does she feel like slowly Bam is walking away from her?
Maybe.
She probably feels like she probably made the wrong decision. Maybe that's what's going through her mind. Because Bam is just moving farther and farther away from her,
Yeah.
making new friends. Because that's interesting. Because remember, Bam didn't know anybody until Rachel, right? Rachel is all he knew. But now Bam is knowing like more people and
Yeah,
more
exactly.
people and more people.
He's making more friends.
Right, and by making more friends and knowing more people, he's gonna slowly move away from Rachel because now he's gonna be like, you know what, Rachel maybe
I
wasn't
don't
that.
need you, or
maybe,
not that I don't need you. Like
she wasn't that important
Yeah.
to him, like maybe as he thought, right? So maybe that's what she feels like as well because you saw the group of people around her. So very interesting.
that's interesting how that's like affecting her a lot.
Right.
Because I mean, if she really didn't care, she wouldn't be laying down in bed thinking about.
Right, she eating chocolate, depressed. Yeah. So
that's what girls do.
I guess, but
Eat
yeah,
chocolate.
that's interesting because another thing is, Bam was saying, "Are you that desperate to go to the stars?" So Bam probably knows it's Rachel, and he knows that Rachel still wants to go to the stars. But now Kun gave him a different way to think about things, right? Now he has to get stronger because if he gets stronger, now he could probably go back to Rachel. Look, Rachel, I can help you get to the stars.
top.
Just let me be with you. So maybe he's gonna go at it in a different
maybe.
approach. So we'll see what happens for sure. But that's interesting.
Damn, you see, like Bam is actually making
Friends, yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. I'm so happy for him.
They're being real friendly for enemies.
And Dorsi. I don't think we got her name.
Oh, they cut ties with her. Oh,
Oh,
she
she-
cut tie with us. Makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I don't like Anaak at all. Kun, calm down, man. I'll kill you. These guys, yo, that's crazy. I like this. That's dope. My family is forbidden to love. Interesting. Interesting, okay.
Is that enough?
It is. Oh, wait a second. She's a princess of Jihad?
Wait, there's two. So supposedly Anaak.
Man, I
Wait,
hate
who's the
her,
other?
bro.
Who's the other one?
Two. I think they're talking about her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think they're talking
'Cause
about.
we never really got like.
Yeah, we didn't know. This is the
They
first
didn't
time
clarify that.
This is the first time they're mentioning that she's actually a princess of Jihad.
Cause I know when they were doing that test like with the throne, you had mentioned that you thought that she
because
might be Princess of
the
Jihad.
way they
set
kind
it
of
up.
said it, and then they showed it right after that. Uh-oh. There goes Rachel. Another troublesome woman.
Ooh. Who's this?
So this is the teacher right here, right? The person at the top?
Yeah. They're the
Huh.
test
Huh.
test something.
The people about to die right here then.
Anaak is going for her. Ooh,
Ooh,
they're gonna
okay.
go one-on-one.
Please knock her off. Please. You're challenging what?
A
Hold
real
up.
princess of Jihad.
You're challenging a real princess. Okay, okay.
A real one, so
Right.
maybe
You're
she
not-
really is an imposter, not a princess.
He finally did it.
So Kun
He
knows that he
finally
passed.
passed. Let's go. There's not much information on that girl.
Oh, unnatural.
How little information there is about her. Huh. Right, exactly. So if she was already a ranker and became a princess of Jihad, so why is she climbing? She's already dead?
Bro, what?
Oh, maybe she's an imposter because she's saying her name is not really Anaak. Maybe the real Anaak is dead. Like, you know, like the real Princess of Jihad Anaak. Oh, that guy dead too. Oh, what the hell is that?
So she can use Shinsu.
Oh. Damn. Okay.
That caught me
I
off
like
guard.
that. Yeah. Go ahead. Beat her butt. You're Anaak's orphan. Interesting.
Oh, that's probably the real
Oh.
nose. What in the world?
Interesting. Okay. Oh no.
Bro, this is too much. I need to rewatch this.
There's only one reason why I came into the tower, to kill everyone named Jihad and achieve my revenge.
Wait a minute. So did you understand this? So you
Sheesh,
can
bro.
like clarify what happened? Okay, because
So
first, why did Endorsey call? Like who's the niece? Like I'm a little confused.
So check this out, right? So they're called Princess of Jihad. They're all Prince of Jihad. So basically, let me help you out. So basically, Anaak, the real Anaak, was also Prince of Jihad, but she had an orphan. She had basically adopted a kid, right? Which is the green Anaak we see now.
Yeah.
But the thing about Prince of Jihad, there's supposedly, well, I'm guessing 13 of them because there's 13 swords or whatever. So let's say there's 13 Princes of Jihad, right? 13 princesses. That's why Baam was saying, like, are you guys sisters? They were like, not technically, they're not sisters. They're just there because, you know.
Yeah, I know they're not like
right, they're not real sisters.
Yeah.
But I think even though they're not real sisters, they probably see each other as sisters. Meaning that's why she basically called the orphan Anaak niece, because if that's her, if let's say that was theoretically a sister, that would be her niece. That's why she said niece, right? But very interesting. It seems like the princess of Anaak, the prince of Jihad Anaak, the real one, seems like she left that life.
Yeah,
right?
And she got married
to some chicken chef, but it seemed like they probably killed the chicken chef because she didn't want, because if she's the princess of Jihad, imagine you being a princess of Jihad and you just leaving that life because you don't want it, right? And that's probably something that a lot of people want, because you probably get a whole bunch of riches and all that stuff because you're a princess.
Yeah.
But she left that life to go with some dude. So maybe the people that are in charge of that probably didn't take too kind of that. Like they probably didn't like that. So they killed the person that she was with, correct? Let's say they killed that guy so that she could probably come back to become a princess. She didn't like that. She revolted. She got killed as well, or whatever, because obviously she's dead.
Okay.
And the orphan probably knows about this, and that's why she wants to go after the other princess of Jihad.
Yeah, no, which is interesting. So does that mean the other princesses were the ones who killed?
Right. But Dorsey doesn't seem like she knows about this. But then again, Dorsey's a very interesting character because she seems like she has a lot of bloodlust. Like she seems like she's out to kill people. Like the first time we met her with that group with Rachel, they look like they out here to kill people, right? So so I'm not fully sure if Dorsey is to be we can trust her. I'm not sure we could trust her.
Yeah, I'm not sure
So
about that either.
we'll see if she was involved in killing the real Anaak. Maybe that's why she knows she's an imposter. Well, then again, she would have known because she's a princess. So I don't know. So very interesting stuff, right? But
Yeah,
we'll
that
see
is
for sure.
Interesting.
Mhm.
You know, now that we have that information, I just don't know what to like make of it. So I mean, I'm thinking the princesses are not as good as we thought they were.
Right.
Maybe they're evil.
Well, Yuri doesn't seem like that to me because when we first saw
Yuri
Yuri doesn't seem like that. And
she does
yeah.
it just because the way she treated
And like
Bam.
that Anaak's the real Anaak, the Princess of Jihad Anaak.
Yeah.
She didn't seem to be a bad person too. She had an orphan. She was married to a guy. She seemed like she was a good person too. So maybe there's some people in that crew that are evil, like maybe like in Dorsey, we don't know, or maybe the king himself, right? The
Like
king.
sent the princesses to kill.
Maybe the king himself is an evil dude. So we don't know. And then another guy that I didn't really like too much. Well, not like, but I felt like he was not really. I felt like he was kind of evil. Was the guardian, of the floor, Eden, right? So Eden didn't seem to. Like he didn't seem too trustworthy. So
yeah, from the get.
So maybe like the people that are really in charge of this whole thing are not good people, and maybe that's why they're scared of Bam, because Bam could just bring the whole thing down, right? Because they're afraid of his power.
Yeah.
So maybe Bam could just bring the whole thing down because they're evil. And Little it was a person that took that climbed the tower, made it, and he became a ranker. So those type of people, I don't think they're really in charge of the whole thing. They're not. They're like analogy here. They're like let's say people that get elected, right? Elected officials. Oh, you're elected. You're an elected official. We give you this position right here. But the people that actually gives them the position, they're the people that are really in charge. They just put you in the front center and just do regular, but you're not really in charge. You're not really in charge of shit. You're not in charge of shit. You're just in the front in the public light. But the people behind the closed door in the dark, dark government, whatever, those people are really in charge. So,
but like Roro, he, the only thing he does, he was in control of the test.
Right. He's a ranker, yeah.
He's a ranker, so for sure he's not like
right.
He's not in control of really much, but besides like what goes on in the test.
Right. So we'll definitely see. And maybe that administrator, because you remember that Little and that administrator, they were kind of bumping heads a little bit.
Yeah.
So maybe that administrator is like one of the people that are actually there for sure. And Little, obviously he's a ranker. He earned his spot by climbing the tower. So very interesting stuff. But
and then also Bam signed that contract with that looked like some sort of lizard reptile type of thing.
Right. So and it said like we got shackles on you because they probably know that he could be a danger. So or maybe they put shackles on everybody. I'm not really sure. But
exactly.
Maybe that's
really
what it is. Know. But Bam is progressing. He's already using Shinsu. This other guy was struggling. Other things. Another thing that I saw that was interesting. Rachel. Everybody's doing their tests. Everybody's out here testing. We didn't see Rachel once. Kun is doing his thing. Rack is doing his thing, and Dorsey's doing their thing. Anaak doing their thing. Everybody doing their thing. People are making friends.
Because remember, there's I think there's 4 or 5 different positions.
Right.
So we've seen Kun's position. We've seen Rack. We've seen Bam, and Dorsey.
And Anaak, which is they're the same. They're
in
the same thing.
So
and then we saw the other guys making friends. They were making friends because they had an assignment to make friends. I'm not sure what that was, but I think that was their test. Yeah, that was their test to make friends.
But Anaak was there.
Anaak wasn't there. Anaak just came to the table, but they didn't have the assignment to make 9 friends. I don't know. I'm not really too sure. Maybe you guys can clarify in the comments.
No,
but,
and also Dorsey was there too. She was sitting on the table.
No, she came to the table. She wasn't at the table in the first place. Remember, she was on the side. She's like, "Why are these guys having fun when we're supposed to be enemies?"
Or maybe we just haven't seen Rachel.
So
maybe next episode we'll actually see her.
I don't know.
Maybe
I don't know.
Won't,
because the thing is, she didn't even go to class. She was in the goddamn room the whole time. She didn't do anything but be in that room the whole time this episode. So this is my point about Rachel. Why? So Rachel is obviously on a team that's extraordinary. She has a Princess of Jihad on her team, and she has some dude that's actually probably stronger than Rack.
Yeah.
Right? Because he threw the spears. He passed. He was the first one to pass. So he's strong. She has a Princess of Jihad. Then Dorsey, she's strong. Rachel's on that team. We don't know anything about Rachel with her abilities about being strong.
Anything.
But Dorsey seems to be threatened by her, because then Dorsey was like, "Oh, there goes that one right there," like basically saying like she's troublesome.
Yeah.
right? So,
But how does she mean that?
but and we know, and she's a princess of jihad herself. She didn't mention not once that Rachel's a princess of jihad. So what if Rachel is not a princess of jihad? What could that be? Why? So is Rachel really strong? What, like, and we know Baam is irregular and Baam with Rachel, whatever. So it's not it's not what's the word?
Unlikely.
It's not unlikely. It's not it's not bad to think, or not, I don't know the right word, I forget, but Rachel might be an irregular too. You know what I'm saying? She also might be an irregular, because if she's troublesome to a princess of jihad, which is strong as hell, and Rachel is not a princess of jihad, then again you gotta climb the tower to become a princess of jihad or whatever, or do whatever.
But didn't Rachel get chosen by Hedon?
That's what they said in the beginning. They said that, well, I don't remember, they said that she was chosen. I know that they said that Baam forced himself in, and Rachel was going to the start, so it's like she was chosen. So I'm not really sure what the thing is, but
because I don't know how Dorsey meant troublesome. Like,
right.
Isn't troublesome as in like she's really strong?
I don't know.
Or troublesome, she's just bringing in a bunch of problems and making this whole thing.
It could be that too. You see, I didn't see it that way. I saw it the other way, but I didn't see it that way.
Because remember, on the last test with the throne, they decided not to go for the crown, and they basically protected Baam. Was that Rachel the one who was like?
And why is Rachel the one? But that's another point you make, because and Dorsey kept asking Rachel what to do. Should we kill these people? Should we do this? And Rachel came in the front, and the guy came and protected her. Like, is Rachel controlling that big guy? Like, what the hell's going on? So Rachel is interesting.
Yeah.
Rachel, she might be an irregular. We don't know for sure, but I'm 40%. I'm 40% on that. I'm 40% that she's an irregular, but we'll see. No, we'll see.
40%.
Not 40%, but she might be a strong person that climbs the tower and becomes a princess of jihad or whatever the hell, whatever. So she might be one of those strong regular people. So we'll see. But interesting stuff, man. Interesting stuff. But we'll definitely see what happens. Baam has to get stronger to come back to. And another thing is, Rachel's there the whole time. Rachel's part of that crew now. And she's not coming out the room because she doesn't want Baam to see her and know that's really her.
Exactly.
But Baam already knows what it is, man. But then again, Baam is kind of blind to everything.
It's going to be really difficult to avoid each other because... Yeah. But then again, they did come from different testing areas. So I don't know, maybe at one point like they'll like send them back to that specific area. But I mean, there's a new test and they're still there.
Right.
They haven't sent them back to the old testing area where they came from. So... I mean, if they decide not to send them back to that testing area, I mean, I feel like it's like bound for them to see each other again because, like you said, they're kind of part of the same friend group.
Yeah, we'll see what happens for sure, but it's interesting. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the reaction, man. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
And follow us on Instagram and on Twitter. The link will be in the description below.
Definitely, guys. See you guys later. Struckbybelz out.